eyo da sani bia ni da so se obenya adwuma ye sanso na yentimi nya adwuma ebra ye ni anyinama hoden etoda wobedru adwuma mu na nkane ani ho eba saa na atete no aye bebre enkankan se wobepo adwuma ba fie na nkane ani fie wokoso generator nso a ase famie nanso se wonim JB Mobile Engineers all the above problems will be a thing of the past. JB Mobile Engineers in Kwani Bema 24-hour dedicated generator services. JB Mobile Engineers, yeton generators, fufro, any other denina, sansu ye maintenance, repairs, consultation, which I say, uya juma, say fie, nyuma hodo, na o pesa auto generator, any generator be an auto, and to buy ye betche chumu, ye bebow, sansu so ena ye welding and fabrication, so generator kitwa anakase, ye basi dine, kama edia sisu sebe ye nsione area and seno, so ye school, sorry. Hospital, companies, and mining companies, ubia by a so ya, ye betimi abuamo, a yet generator, a bebo jumenina, bon JB Mobile Engineers, our Tema Michelle Camp Road, Freya, our 0244 623899, and now 0207 596676. JB Mobile Engineers, your generator friend.
Ebusian for no mama about SBTV Africa. So only about the social issues, entertainment, SBTV Africa. So I know SBTV Sports, any SBTV Africa Foundation. SBTV Sports, so yeah, a YouTube channel, and I'm on subscribing to that channel also. And I have SBTV Africa Foundation. Let's help together. And then my flights on my daily hustle worldwide. My flights on my DHW 1642 Concorde plane. Me too far. Me call China. Win Chan Chong. Shefo. Ohona me ko ekwakodi nkomo o China mini Ghana ni ndi share back wo ekwakodi nkomo no be bisan say China te say okohoda ben then no your business say then e moko pie o China ye ba be di nkomo na ya hwe na ye koso wo ne ade fam DJ nyame enti kame ho e na enko China na enko di nkomo ho but before that on the website we www.ghanaonlinearts.com ghanaonlinearts.com a website bia odo products ni ade kwato wa bia wo ye business o tonton nyama ni ade real estate wo nyama opesa wo ton no display mamanfo ho a furniture www.ghanaonlinearts.com oko sisi na good screen so no ko ha obi ahia obi assistant bia okwa na wankasa wo informations ni ade akogu na ma publish ya ma ni ade na nkofa contact oni ade enti check sa website no sa so na wo generator problem here generator say we company na mu here generator we dey me can form more power for we chere JB Mobile Engineers omo ye heavy power generator expert omo bojo rough it is a generator how here new generator person installation ma oni ade for we chere omo details na no omo Michelle Camp Road no so JB Mobile Engineers omo ye good power yen go straight na me ko di nkomo me ne opeyin ba ko boss me mo akwa about SBTV Africa so boko there
boko nyamiadom boko na also e
nice so me so me pa na China te say
nyamiadom China bibia koso okay this year after COVID ne there so after COVID ne there bibia se but nyamiadom yetim yetim
oh okay
you know,
okay enti edini Daniel Elom obin tokonu meti tokonu na just say we Voltarian enya sa
100%
100% Voltarian F1 togbe abalia
me phone ye my kese
anyway okay Daniel uko say China there
by 2018 before I met Banona me ejuma wa Ghana kakra na me ejuma wa construction na me ejuma wa takrade ne Elmina sea defense na me manager ewo sea defense projects so ewo Elmina ne takrade operations manager and it's okay me pese me banam be China but na me pese me nim kwan me fast wadi abaha into me the school kwan na fast wadi into me ba as a student to initially my PhD na you know and that was the path I used at China yes
now obia who has also see defense
me okay kakra wa Ghana answer
Obiana we okay wa o say we adwuma we manager na de fe de na ba say person otu kwan ko China.
China need there me dey 1 month, me dey less than 1 month na decide there say me ba China. Na me share plans and me work ema me ho na. I just because me took kwan mako UK, mako Amsterdam, you know me call school with UK. Me masters with UK and me nyina na me took kwan. Nti akwan to me so, but I was trying to be adventurous kakra. Na be say me ko Afghanistan kra na say me kwa ka meko. E ho na menya visa na nka meko. I just wanted to try something new, you know, and not the most difficult part says my worry and I'm waba, but I still wanted to take the risk, you know, because I wanted to see what opportunities were out there for me. Yeah.
Okay. Enti na akwanto no na utu kwan say ukwa kosua bibi wa na say utu kwan say me kwa ko stay wa na say den.
They be me by initially say me PhD. But ebedru baby no PhD no course na me pese me no and subject and paper na me pese me na thesis na me pese me no me supervisor and so na me no conflict akra by, you know, or say on to me and supervisor that topic no. And I me so me masters with UK no, me supervisor sponsor me eko Amsterdam and me ko that aspect of my studies no. And there was no way I'll throw it away because it's a very unique area. Meant to mean answer. Now PhD, you do PhD once in your lifetime. But when it mean to me, I can say, okay, me before fraud. I decided to forgo the PhD. And I mean so me certificate me krata na eye kakra nti me de pejuma e wo China. And me krata na pejuma and me nya ejuma. And mo sesa me krata ma me from student visa to work visa. Intina yamado me stay here no inti PhD no me 1.5 years and I major. And to be honest with you, I've not regretted stopping it. I've not regretted quitting the PhD at all because
Wow.
I've used every opportunity I've had to learn directly from the factories. Almost every weekend, me too quite call other cities in China. I have a lot of friends who are factory owners, who are business owners. I have learned more from them than I would have ever learned in an MBA class or a PhD class. Baby, I'm very content with the fact that me quit a PhD, you know. Even though I'm fine, say me mama or friend a bad doctor, but the time will come. I'll go back and do it, but for now, no. I have built enough network and enough contacts. I've made a lot of contacts in the area that I am trying to focus on, and it has been a big lesson for me. Say, na yeding, because it was my dream. Say, many me PhD before 40 years. Say, no, Musa, but dreams not there. You can postpone the dream, but you don't have to give up the dream. PhD, no. I would love to say, no, so I do me child, me a teacher will have. Me a teacher will have me chair economics, and I mean some of my business. So, I still have the dream of going into academia in future. I've not given up the dream of doing my PhD. All right, but in the meantime, need them postponing.
Obi ana also wa ware wo mba wa ha. Oye wadwe se opese otu kwan ko hye China na wo ye we na ebusuan se the wifi se den.
And then na initially no me twan ama bibia ko through ye. Bibia ko through ansa na me born na mane se o. Me pese me ko China na me ko hwe se metumi akọ school a. Anya ne de because of sha mejano. I'm about China. But we are bema na unim o strengths. One of my strengths as a man or as a person is that sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but so far as something stronger is moving me to do it, no, I don't stop. And semi bibi so na bibi en si me kwan. I identified that as the door for me to go through. And that is the way I mean when they say mene nyame enante. Sempese me bibi na eni na kwemwa. I face obstacles unnecessarily. I face unnecessary obstacles, but if it is will for me to go through, it just opens. The doors just opened like that without any obstacle. And so with China, no, I just says, okay, may try, say, go through, I will not face any obstacles. And I didn't face any obstacles at all. And if I tell my story of China to people, people don't believe it because maybe, you know, eventually, so wifey, ebe join me waha. Nyamia don't baby a me ejuma wano. And also, omumane ejuma, ewa mejuma muha. Inti ono kwa ne work visa wa Ghana and over China. You know, which is very difficult to get. Impasso benya work visa wa China, wa Ghana and over China. But it was very easy for her. Inti, that is how I see say my walk with God is say me bibi na it goes smoothly. It means it's the will of God. But say me na me face unnecessary obstacles. Ebia enye the time no. Inti I wait. And that has been my personal lesson and the way I do my things. Inti na enye ne but at that moment no me kind ma bebre. You know, say Abraham Yamini ne kasa say on sacrificing by Isaac no. One can't check near. He went ahead to do it. I'll catch and I'll face obstacles. You know, in my head, I knew that this is one of those moments that I feel strongly that I must leave the country. But it didn't make sense to my boss because my boss not per mass empire. It doesn't make sense to him. Now my boss, I mean, I mean, boniding because a very big figure. I mean, to me, boniding, but me judge man, no. To be honest with you, me do not crack action. Me judge man, I had less than $500 left, but I'm a manager, you know, and into me catch a mirror, so one no credit to me, minisika, me didn't encourage rooms, me na more minisika, you know, but maybe corner or some my wife, man, sorry, and also my wife say on 5 BB envelope and brand, maybe envelope no $4,000. You know,
wow.
I say me friend too quite. He's one person that I mean I still have a lot of respect for, you know. And I will always have respect for him. Always have respect for him.
Is it like a Juma now
and I still have a very good relationship.
And internet also where then say me moving on and now me come baby fufura meet me
baby no sikane yet at that time no 2016 17 18 no yeah 2016 17 mostly 2016 17 I was taking about 7,000 8,000 a month. Well,
wow.
But at the time no because of my position in the company no it me even though I'm a boss dear my first juma is me juma, you know. Maybe or I don't me take home pay sometimes into 2,000 and 3,000 because ebia or be sabio I mean or be na come like or and then Friday over there because I know the key stakeholders for my project. And the projects my boss on him said even though in the projects my fan is a project, you know. I mean I could say by the time I was leaving, say I told him by the time I was leaving, saying God is my witness, Jesus is my witness, the Holy Spirit is my witness. Say me bibi to take anything from his company before, and I know God will bless me for it. And I know I was very sure. And I told my boss, say every effort I have made in his company is a seed I am sowing into his company because that I expect loyal workers like me to work for me. And Nyamiadom, by the grace of God, and then me a teacher will have us me company so and my employee in Chinese near age mama. And the kind of loyalty I have from one temporal worker and one permanent worker, just two people. The kind of loyalty I have from them, no, I just feel that, you know, it's just by the grace of God because and yet Chinese ni any African ni juma keke, you know, and even though I the way I meet you, like it's big, it drains me, but for them to even accept to work for me, you know, And to be honest with you, sometimes I feel humbled, but it's because I feel that all the people, all the bosses I worked for in Ghana, no, they were amazing bosses. I cannot sit here and say anything bad about the people I worked for in Ghana. They taught me very good lessons in business, whether the politics aspect of business or the relationship aspect of business. And the most important part is that for a few of them, I saw them when they started business. Not and when they tell you how they built their business, personally, I feel that I have been mentored directly and indirectly by all of these people. And I feel that God didn't just put me in their hands. Keke, coming to China, no dear. I just feel before me about China, means to that say me about China, but 1 week to the time no, and me kai say about 5 or 6 years ago when a boy be catching me say that was when me back Ghana fresh from UK. And a boy be catching me say Daniel me so who die say utu kwan ko China na buy na when nkrofo bi eba empo ano ho na muso mo pese mo ye fashion bi I'm says me China me ko eden wo. And so a week before I came to China, no, and I'm a fair guy and I catch her and I say, hey Charlie, the dream you had is coming to pass. So I'm going to China. Like, hey, really? Wow. And see, I feel that their destiny was bringing me to China. I had no control over where I wanted to go. But eventually, let me say that China chose me. Into me buy, DJ, Nanya man a year ding. Charlie, not mean to me money fee, mean to me share my wife, mean to me share my back, And that one day, me daho, and me so die. Now die na me so it woke me up immediately. Me so die say judgment day aba. And me ye the line and you could draw a name when I'm who's a baby. I just assume he was God. I'm just assuming I didn't see his face, but I could see a figure. And Obomi Din, Obomi full name in Obono in a local dialect. And I'll catch him and say, Ni buefu me pa. And I miss my deng. And also, my opportunities be brave. And I mean, wasting, no. Me use opportunities, no. And I made money excuses. In the dream, I was giving him excuses. Oh, not because of this. I was like, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear any of those excuses. Go back and join the queue. I'll listen to you later. Now, Miss sorry, I just confessed my sins and I apologized to God. I was like, I don't know why you brought me to China. Just show me why you brought me to China. And I was then a student, Until all those events unfolded now, eventually made the Jai school, Until I feel said God brought me here for a purpose, but the purpose is unfolding one step after the other. It's a way for me of God. Oya nyame anka opese oba odono no unka hwe unka bibia nche na at a go. Be ya chane kitten because you want him to be closer to you. Because oka nyina che na obekọ baby. That is how I see the way God is handling me here. A lot of things. My wife until me I said there are a lot of things she doesn't understand about me. Because Mr. No said Papa Wuye, me did 9 years and Papa Wuye. The only father I know is God. To me, he's the one who directs my thoughts and my path.
Okay, be about Chinese phobia or be a more. Maybe say, and I'm probably bad thing say Chinese ni bone so be called Western world baby. Omuye jumama ebia so ko UK omuye jumama British obi British and so ko US obi American dey bia no bo won omuye jumama within Chinese ni ade we hear then how to be set a company up or how to be Chinese ni jumama
yeah
and common sir
to be honest with you hunger and therefore say me mama set up company because Charlie, after there, not me your business can take it. I'm a student, say for person more than me free China. Na my Jessica, na my Tom, but say me share you know, na me bomb pie say nyame nhyira me, but me some person nyame nhyira me na me ni company a na obi send me sika kese or the befa hen, you know, nti ese me be account, nti I felt say na me be company, me register company, na me be account so that obi send me sika na. To be honest with you, no, for about 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, sika be am ba accounts them, you know, but I believe say, you know, it be a many order. Into na order no bet you in dollars. Na mean to mean dollars no Ghana. It's almost sending directly to China. Into so I started kakaka, I maybe office on my city. It was a very big office, but eventually I moved to another city. You know, na city na me no na me nkwa na me ejuma no. It was small office. Maybe about very small, very small. Me take it by 3 steps and now 2 steps are we see. You know, and I had plans. I could have rented a bigger office, but na me ni obi a obetina office no more. And I'm also Chinese language no me ten the best at 20-30%. And because of that, no opportunities be brave or binya. And na nkofoko Alibaba some person mo to there. Price no munya na Alibaba say no. Ne bo was chain price I menya wo ha e wo China. But and also no so take kasa no. Nti I started looking for someone, me bo hom paye, and I started reminding God, say, Charlie, my boy for real pa, me do no crap pa che me bosses. Nti we dey my foreign so na pe obi mame because pa oh minya madam fu bi say obi ejuma mame no na other Chinese friends and then the kasa say man enye nipa no Charlie hey asemo nti nipa no eventually no onemi anya ejuma na nipa no anko betumi aboa me pa, you know, ama me ejuma na ko neni, but because Adam for catch and say I didn't only be ni ba ko ejuma nti nipa no ojaye. But eventually no me call hostel me share than that hostel, yeah, me call that hotels, but during the vacation not so me person me experience city life, you know, nti me call hostel be young people be breda. And a hostel owner no or a young girl and a no operating hostel Chinese ni but a cabrofo. Now I was so impressed. Tell me who oba no or your business are. I'm so impressed. Inti many didn't come, you know, like how do you run this hostel? Because I didn't mention maybe China no. One of the first businesses I made is Airbnb. Because J Dine I rent here and I made Airbnb. Now a shocking crowd say na ba ne say na to me Airbnb or China say I didn't let me try me list a property and do 48 hours and I menya first order or Airbnb so you know for me I'm just adventurous me adventurous keke and because my dream said that person me child there I want to teach in the university and I cannot teach without experience. I cannot teach my students what I haven't experienced, you know. For me, business is an adventure process. For me, it is not because of money. I'm not doing it because I want to make millions. I'm doing it because I want to learn the Chinese way of doing business. I've learned a lot. So Ban said the Chinese way of doing business. I've learned a lot. By the grace of God, I've learned a lot. So me chat about the Chinese way of doing business. I'm not going to talk from book. I'm going to talk from experience, you know. The hostel lady, me catch and so me he'll be so nya na dan for be a motive brofo a bit me or bet penis on be bini be juma dia. It's about 4 weeks later na girl on the friend me say oh I for be was Shanghai na or person back to your city ha. No be me say hey, are you sure? So be on be bini be juma. No, so girl na like are you open minded? Into many girl need din komo or can brofo into the salary expectations no was so kakra. But for me, she was more than an employee. And that is the kind of culture I wanted to create in my company. Say, employees are not employees. They are like family members. Into my catch and say, I don't see her as an employee. On funding say Jumane Nedia. Into say on negotiate with no cre. You know, I just let her know my values. You know, into me didn't come. And to be honest with you, sometimes 2 weeks me no. But Juma. Because me child so me teacher. Sometimes me huna once a week, sometimes 2 weeks, but we communicate. Me need din komo. Sika na oje na dawson, but for me, it's an investment into my company. And or join a company, to be honest with you, near my girl need to me, oh, mommy 1 month, mean to me, for me, it's an asset. She's an asset in my company. And
before
I
before
never thought that me
ultimate register company easy sir say ultimate register company say me be a company easy sir say Ghana
very easy. Very easy. Very, very easy. Very, very, very easy. Very, very, very easy.
What before say Ghana for almost be a company and I say before Africans be a company Chinese for ye juma mo sa and then nkofo so catch o pese be a company then nkofo catch
Minim me city had minim before me be a company a Chinese for any juma. Minim 1 or 2 guys be no because I worry Chinese ni. Oh, until the wife Chinese ni and I will be a company. Until what worry Chinese ni honestly na either unya Chinese investor our company ni mu and also our Chinese partner now your owner of the company, part owner of the company actually has cheap ubenya they are looking to give out loans in millions. And can say me worry Chinese and I say me Chinese partner anka sika met tam e dia bagana no enye sika ketwa because sika no they just want to give out money. But mere foreign and Indian, I don't qualify. Well, I know just a handful of Ghanaians who have a company and the company your import and export license. They also have the license to import frozen meat into China. And so my company has the authorization from my local government to employ foreigners. Which is very difficult to come by. Bibini company and so media. But I'll have to thank 1 or 2 friends of mine. Boy be Ghana Nibia not has New York. Benjamin Kunto, no your fashion designer or your fashion clothing. We didn't come on and say, Daniel, said that power said, well, when you freedom and then met two for said bio company, na register company, na share company, so na set time no so sell per se, was a sound of crata, na they use a company a day young crata na a bit easier amount. Into 2020, na me register my company, no, or no boame. I don't introduce obi mame and nipa no me use nipa ne kakra but maybe who say nipa no osisi me kakra because maybe who system ni mo say oh sika no jeme almost if I say sika no say so jeme 2000 no jeme be say 15,000 inti but enya hwe say nyina na distance ya inti mabe hu no kra no inti enya den kra in fact China is trying to attract a lot of people to come and invest here. And so over China, not personal business opportunities, just on one country. You know, say even only China, personal registered company over China, it's possible. I mean, but
videos, many pictures, ode nyama bi aba electric bikes ne ade bi aba Ghana ne ade no nti kan business ne bi kire ne nhwe ase nhwe na ode amount say na share mu ansa na we yes ade ne business ode ba
okay so na me per long term business because me try nyama bebre ansa na me decide on electric bikes no na me per business e be for the next 20 30 years 40 years no ubetimi aya a better sustainable. Because I'm in China and China has been in the electric bike business for over 25 years now. I started talking to people and I make call in paying for her. I met with a lot of CEOs, the second largest e-bike company. I've been to companies there, meaning paying for just to understand the industry free China and the development process now. So that enya dia me ton e-bike nim say I started e-bike for Africa. I know where e-bike business will be the next 10 years. Inti I'm just observing the development process, and then I'll know where to identify and put myself. Inti me who and I said, okay, then I started. Let me just introduce, because already no solar taxi companies are Ghana or yet you know, but awareness no after increase. And I think that I created an Instagram account and I started understanding how to use social media to identify the interest of the market. I do that a lot. So a person may sample business idea. I use social media to test the idea. Miss create Instagram accounts. No, me use strategy being and be be interest in the I don't only sell to Ghana. Our clients our DR Congo, our clients our Zambia, and for me it has been in Cameroon. And so because I find it very exciting that I can sell to people in different parts of Africa. It's for me, it's just the I was shocked when someone from DR Congo, it was a mining company, they reached out to me. Some person would tell me bikes. I was like, wow, I was shocked. For me, I wasn't expecting that. It's just a surprise. Ghana, and I started advertising. I brought some bikes. First, made the motorbikes nearby, but Ghana agents be MSMA are big time pa custom side no omo mame boka bebre inti bikes no. I decided not to sell the motorbikes. Madam for be a rice farmer. Me donate bikes maybe man our 4 bikes at the man farm no. He's like a very good brother to me. Sabio me ho chemi a oboame. Inti I was like, oh bro, Charlie, bikes no. Oh, go and have a look. If you like it, you can into share no so the workers and so it's easy for them to ride. Until he has some of those bikes there. I will use and will be so it will face here. And kakrebi so eda so good because duty now come some Benjamin and cementia. You know, but I'm negotiating with them. Until later on, I'm who so and I'm for electric bicycles and I'm electric bicycles and pick it up faster. But not and pick it up to say I may expect to know. But then I realized that other players started entering the industry, which for me is okay, because the way I understand the e-bike industry, nipa baako into me yet. And like I said earlier, my objective for doing business is not if I become a billionaire or a millionaire doing business, glory be to God. But I am a teacher. That is my calling. Me a teacher. But I want to be a teacher who makes his subject real to his student. Everything I do in business, from employee management, how to even manage a foreign employee, it's a new terrain for me. How can I manage a Chinese person? The culture, their way of thinking, be different. For me, my son go school. May prepare documents because Chinese for a more understanding of work now, they are totally different. Initiative, almost initiatives, you have to manage them. Like it's like 3-4 months. That means I was not able to figure out how to manage this person because my man instruction, I'm expected to carry through to the end, but or train me for next step. So sometimes Charlie, I'm not, but it's a learning process for me. But and so it's like I'm paying the worker to learn how to do my work. And again, anytime I'm doing these things, I remember my former bosses because my former bosses, they were not experts in what they were doing.
Okay, so enimdie a wokɔ wo a woka sɛ odi bi bagana na aden na momfa saa ade we nkrofo no bi mma mo na mo meye wa ha sei nanka yehu sɛ yeye wa ha anade a wakosua yeye manufacture wa ha ne yeye wa ne ye ton wa ha enu mo nyense yeye kra efi ho aba ha sei no mefi sɛ yetimi ne otimi ne chan omo manufacture saa de uni obi kasa na mo ba ha na mo be ye bi wa ha emboa mom entimi create employment ni ade a be ma ye beto no cheap mom say expensive one no
yeah nkrofo Yeah, and and I'm in touch with some of these people who are doing that. And like I explained to you, I have identified clearly where to fit in the value chain. From product to consumer, there's a lot of things you can do in between. What I have learned from Chinese, for instance, okay, business, men kasa uye bi baby. Well, even though I make e-bikes, I have a very good relationship with Gofomoton parts. In fact, I have an agreement I'm representing Omo Africa. Inti ye ka say nkofo bi wo ho a omo be build e-bikes or Ghana no. Me na me supply omo parts no. Inti ejame adoma ebia omo ebi mbeba China. New year anymore. Inti that is my role in the industry. Akwai say aboso kind for me. That is my lesson in life. Aboso kind for they are very smart people. Onka say me build a car. Yeah, build a car aboso kind, but with the car no better part of inti that is my understanding of business. Say ebia so obi pese oye TV a. Okay, we dey your TV no. Pese to IC a. Me na meton IC no. Inti what the day you can't build a TV without an IC. You can't build a TV without a power cable. That is where I stand in the business. Because me say Sebio me physical me want my limitations. I have my limitations as a person. I cannot carry $300,000 and go and build a factory. And a Chinese person will not just transfer his money to Africa like that. Just a nyame favor, not share the right people who open the door for you. I'm playing a role in the industry to bring in the parts and to make it even sound better. They are also willing that semenya obia me trust no. Me to me any nipano abaha for training. Not on much like maybe I say moto. Say. And I'm not talking about a small company. I'm talking about a company that sells and manufactures and sells over 90,000 units every year, and that is the kind of relationship I have with them. They are the number 2 biggest factory in China when it comes to production of parts for electric motorbikes, electric bicycles. And these people are willing to train anybody I can bring here for a certain period of time. What I can do to contribute to the industry is what I will do in my small way. I mean, I cannot do the big things.
Point
Charlie,
I see where you're going. Mr. Say, when you now become there, say, importation dollar cost roni adieno. And to me, I say, you to me in partnership be with such for no more and I am material and I bet me a a factory. As in company now can be why manufacture why ton waha in cities ebema and dollars. The yet me yebisa Ghana.
Tap, send. Hello, people. Now, Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you're in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. Don't send it. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge. No excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenient. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Carlo Boss. The only boss. Wait, what then?
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Having a hard time increasing sales? Every business have challenges. An ineffective marketing strategy? Failing to attract new customers? We can help you. Just Google GhanaOnlineAds.com. and create a smart profile page for your business. Ghana Online Ads help local businesses improve their online marketing and increase sales. It also helps local consumers to identify the best business for their project and discover upcoming local events. How does it work? Sign up at GhanaOnlineAds.com, describe your business, add photos, and then publish your listing. Our focus is the long-term success of your business. For more information, visit www.GhanaOnlineAds.com or email sales@GhanaOnlineAds.com.